The California sky was painted in soft gold that morning, the kind of light that feels like a quiet blessing. On that court in Montecito, something far more meaningful than tennis was unfolding. The George Zyphon tennis tournament wasn't just another celebrity event. It was a gathering born of love, loss, and resilience. And there they were, Prince Harry and Meghan Sussex, arriving not with flashbulbs or royal handlers, but with open hearts. They came to stand beside their dear friends, the Zyphon family, whose strength after the unimaginable loss of young George has moved so many. Every year, this tournament transforms grief into generosity, pain into purpose. The Archewell Foundation proudly sponsored it once again, helping raise more than $200,000 for children's charities. But it wasn't the number that made people emotional. It was the compassion in motion, and at the heart of it all stood Meghan Sussex, a vision in white. She wore her Carolina Herrera halter dress, that timeless white piece she first wore earlier this spring, effortlessly elegant, pure, and serene. It was a callback to a moment of renewal, a subtle message of continuity and grace. And within hours of her appearance, the dress was gone, sold out everywhere. The Meghan effect had struck again, but this time it wasn't about glamour. It was about heart. Because the world didn't just see fabric, they saw meaning. They saw a woman who has endured storms but still chooses light. The halter neckline, the flow of that crisp white fabric under the California sun, it wasn't just fashion, it was symbolism. White, it's the colour of peace, of new beginnings, of emotional rebirth. Meghan wasn't dressing for attention, she was dressing in empathy. But of course, you know what happened next. The tabloids, those same bitter institutions that have made careers out of twisting her every move, tried once again to cheapen the moment. They called her appearance calculated, as if compassion is something to schedule. They muttered about optics, ignoring the fact that this wasn't a royal parade. It was an act of love. They seemed to forget that the Sussexes weren't invited for publicity. They were there because they're family to the Zyphons. And when you look closely at the photos from that day, you can feel it. The warmth between Meghan and Kelly Zyphon, their shared embrace, their quiet conversation, the tears glistening under the California light. This wasn't performance. This was humanity. Meghan and Harry have been there for the Zyphon family long before cameras ever clicked. That's what the tabloids will never print, the private kindness, the messages, the calls, the quiet presence in moments of pain. So when Meghan's Carolina Herrera dress sold out within hours, it wasn't vanity, it was connection. People around the world wanted to feel what that moment represented: kindness, sincerity, emotional intelligence. The dress became a symbol of everything she embodies: elegance rooted in empathy. And the irony? The same press that mocked her for being too Hollywood are the same ones scrambling for affiliate links to cash in on her influence. The same networks that call her irrelevant somehow find time to publish 5 articles a day about her shoes, her hair, her smile. That's not irrelevance, that's power. Let's be honest. When Meghan wears something, it sells because people believe her. They trust her taste because it comes from authenticity, not artifice. Unlike the sterile royal photo calls across the pond, where every outfit feels approved by a committee, Meghan dresses to express her mood, her message, her freedom. And that's what makes her magnetic. Prince Harry, standing proudly by her side that day, radiated the kind of peace that only comes from living your truth. You could see it in the way he looked at her, proud, calm, full of gratitude. He wasn't thinking about tabloids or titles. He was watching his wife be everything the institution tried to suppress: vibrant, compassionate, free. And that's what drives the haters mad. Because despite years of cruel headlines, Meghan Sussex remains unshaken. Every time they try to tear her down, she rises higher. And this time, she did it in white Carolina Herrera. This moment at the George Xiphon tournament reminded the world of who Harry and Meghan truly are. Two people who choose purpose over pomp. They didn't need a palace backdrop or trumpets to announce their arrival. Just two hearts showing up for their friends. And while others obsess over crowns and protocol, these two are out here rewriting what modern royalty looks like. Compassion without conditions. What's so powerful about this is how the world responded. Social media lit up, not with gossip, but with gratitude. People from every corner of the world commented on how genuine and grounded they looked. Fans were tagging Carolina Herrera, posting screenshots, rushing to order the same halter dress. Because in that moment, Meghan gave people something the monarchy hasn't in years: relatability. She reminded people that elegance can coexist with emotion, and that grace doesn't require a crown. The hate-fueled commentators, Dan Wooten, Piers Morgan, Angela Levin, and the rest of that tired chorus, can sneer all they want. But the truth is simple. Meghan's influence is unstoppable because it's built on authenticity. They can't manufacture that. They can't fake her empathy. They can't replicate her impact. And what a poetic full circle it is, that the same woman who was once mocked for breaking protocol is now setting the standard for global fashion houses. Carolina Herrera didn't choose Meghan because of titles. Meghan chose Carolina Herrera because of artistry, craftsmanship, and respect. Together, they created a moment that, well, really transcended fashion, a true testament to quiet strength and healing. While the British press continues to glorify outdated pageantry, Meghan and Harry are, writing a new kind of legacy, one that's rooted in community, emotion, and dignity. Every project they support, from Archewell to their humanitarian partnerships, honestly reflects who they are when the cameras stop rolling. This tennis tournament wasn't PR, it was purpose in motion. And that's what makes the dress selling out so poetic. It's as if the universe itself wanted to echo the love on that court. A white wave of solidarity, people around the world saying, "We see you, Meghan, we stand with you." Harry and Meghan are living proof that when you choose truth over titles, love over loyalty to broken systems, the world will meet you where you stand. And the image of Meghan that day, her Carolina Herrera halter dress flowing lightly in the breeze, her laughter mingling with Harry's, the sun catching in her hair. That's the real royal story. Not one of crowns and carriages, but of compassion and courage. The media can keep selling outrage. We'll keep celebrating grace. Because no smear campaign can erase the sight of a woman who turned pain into purpose and still shines in white.